Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again. I know I'm actually being I've been absent from YouTube for 2 or 3 days now, and I'm back, but I will be back just for today actually, because I had this video kinda ready. I just needed a couple of more replays for this deck that you have already seen from the thumbnail. But before jumping right to it, guys, I'm kinda in doubt, so let me know in the comment section, do you want me to try to live stream, to have a live streaming with the new box that's gonna drop in a day and a half on the 31st, of course, because I'm not sure the connection that I have where I will be is gonna be enough to handle the stream. Or do you want to have the safe option and just have the video with the pack opening? We could do that as well. I might probably go straight away with the second one, with the video, because it's the safest way to get you the pack opening probably, and also as soon as possible. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below, guys. And as I told you, as I told to some of you already, things are gonna be back to schedule from January the 5th, because I'm gonna be back at home on January the 4th, and on January the 5th I'm gonna be back on schedule with the streamings and videos and stuff like that. So of course, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate that, and let's jump right into the video. So into the deck list, actually I'm here with Arcana, and as you may have seen from the thumbnail, I'm talking about Monk Witchcrafters, but this time updated. We have some new cards that I'm using, plus some new thought. So the idea, of course, relies around, actually evolves around Summoner Monk. So we're playing the least amount of monsters regarding to Witchcrafters, and that's what I love about it. So this is very free to play friendly, as you can see right there. Very don't actually care about the extra deck that I do not use that much, except for the Nightmare, to be 100% honest with you. Then it's very free to play friendly. The only thing that is expensive could be the triple monk that is anyway in a mini box, so you can get this easily. Then it's one copy of each, one copy of the new card. That's why we are revisiting this deck. We have another new card that is creation spell card that you can play 3 copies of, I thought in the beginning, but actually with 2 you're just fine. 2 Holiday recently released from the ban list, 1 collaboration, triple unveiling, because trust me, unveiling is the only card you wanna have in your starting end. Anyway, whatever you have Monk, you can discard it to summon another level 4. If you have any of the level 4 or lower Witchcrafter, you want to have Unveiling as a folder to discard to special summon a more stronger monster. And it's actually the only card you want to have in your starting end if you draw your bricks, your Hain or your Beret, because with the Unveiling you can just special summon them straight away. Another new addition is the Scroll, another card provided by the new box. Love it to get some cards when you pop a monster. Another thing to not sleep on is the Metal Force Fusion, just perfect for this deck. You discard it as a folder, you use the effect, make it shuffle back itself into the deck and draw a card. Lovely. And last but not least, Monster Reborn, because why not? I think it's one of the best one. I do not want the cards to draw, because unless you have the Summoner Monk, it's not gonna be that useful. So instead with this, you can actually take back a Hain or a Beret. This synergizes with the effect of Shmira that you can send a Witchcrafter to graveyard with. And of course the Patronus, the card to gain card advantage and recycle the Witchcrafter monsters. You banish it to activate their own effect. I'm talking about Shmira. You can banish it from the graveyard to send a Witchcrafter card from your deck to the graveyard. You have the Pytore to to draw a card, and the pottery to get a card from your graveyard back to your hand. Not gonna lie, the deck is easy in the combos, but you have to have a lot of knowledge about the deck you're facing, because you need to know which is better to have, the Verray on the field or the Hain. What is beautiful about the Hain, and spoiler, I will try Hain in a lot of other different spellcaster deck. I just can't do this now because I'm not at home, guys. I do not have, actually now I'm at home, but just for half a day, and then I will be back away. So I didn't have enough time to test this in other decks, but I want to test this because of its other effect that says your opponent cannot target spellcaster type monsters you control with card effects. So this is wonderful. So if you manage to get both the Hain and the Verray is kind of protected because it's untargetable, and that's what you love about it. The combo with Monk usually is to have one Monk, 3 spells, and you can go straight away into double Monk, going then into usually a Nightmare, one of the best turn 1 you can go for, of course if you're going first, and then handing on a Shemitah, of course, that is the target for the Monk. And for the rest of the action, I just play generic stuff. Of course, the usual one, the Nightmare Phoenix, the Unicorn, the Cerberus, and stuff like that. Guys, not gonna lie, kinda love this. Not my favorite deck, but the synergy with the spell, the satisfying feeling when you recycle the spell card you just discarded, it's actually, it's pretty easy to be attached to, you know what I mean. So that's everything for the explanation. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below, and then let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replays against Casca. Let's see what we have. We have the Monk, and I'm chilling. So we start with the Monk, discard 1 card. Actually, the Scroll, summon another Monk. Then the second effect of Monk. Actually, with this combo, you just need 2 spells. 1 Monk, 2 spells. You're chilling. You end up with a rank 4 Xyz that usually is the Nightmare and the Shemitah. And in the end phase, keep in mind you're gonna recycle the 2 spell cards, so you have further to discard for the next turn to use Shemitah's effect to summon either Verray or Hain. So it's got the DD Crow to banish one of the spell, but the Scroll still comes back. It's got the Live Tune, as you can see, to summon the Lila, of course Nightmare to Sat, then Secret Password to get the Evil Twin present, and yet a couple of Sat cards before the end of the main phase. Shemitah to summon the Hain, that he actually makes all the other spellcaster untargetable, but unfortunately this guy is not spellcaster. Then it's got Dynamic Miscast to banish that, Shemitah to send the Unveiling, and then Pytore just to attack the Keyseekill, and we're chilling. We know he has a Live Team present as the other card, but then we're gonna start to recycle all the cards that we want, the Scroll and the Unveiling as well, so we're kinda chilling. As soon as you flip up that, I could have just used the effect, but actually not to summon the Verray, unfortunately, so it was not the best idea, but he scooped anyway because we still had the Nightmare to set another monster. So even if he could not use the effect of, he just needed another monster that I think he didn't draw. So with Nightmare, Everswarm Nightmare, or in general a rank 4 plus either access to Verray or Hain, you're kind of impressive. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys. We have Merrick with what though? Maybe it was Tenny? Let's see. Pytore to begin with, discarding the Scroll, summoning the Shemitah. Again, another effect to summon the Verray. You only want to have the Shemitah in the graveyard, so you send another card that you need. And in this case, I just went for Hain. Why? Because I had Holiday in my hand, so I could just revive the Hain straight away. And in the end phase, we're just gonna get the Scroll for sure and the Unveiling for sure. So this means we have 2 folders to discard, 1 for Verray as a fact and 1 for Hain. But we're not done yet. Effect of Pytore, just to draw a card, because we were unlucky, we drew the Monk, but if we drew just another Witchcrafter spell card, we would have ended up the turn with 3 cards to discard and What a boat, look at that. I simply love it. So we're gonna recycle just a couple, we're still chilling. Because keep in mind, when you have to discard a spell, you can actually send the scroll to the graveyard as well. He started, this was Elseworm, so that was nice. He started with the Mandragora, then the skill to get the Castor. First summon of Castor, he's got another normal summon. We have to remind that he's got Akashima, but as soon as he summons that, we went straight away into Verre to negate the effect, so no exceeds from Akashima. Another normal summon with the Castor that he summons, the way before, and he's got the Kirikeon. The Kirikeon actually can get a monster back from the graveyard, so guess what? Ain't a fact, you pop it, and then you can just set a couple of cards. At this point we're just attacking, we can't do nothing, simply because we have there was no point in summoning the monk, honestly, even because just because if you summon him, he just gets into defense. Maybe would have been nice anyway, but still. And in the end phase, keep in mind the spell cards are coming back. He's got the compulsory aggression device, but he has no choice. He can't target the Verre because Hain protects all the other spellcasters, so he targets the Hain, and then in the end phase we get the Holiday back, the Scroll back, and the Unveiling back. Keep in mind that, as I told you, you want to have the Unveiling in your hand, because now the Hain is in your hand. You can just summon it in next turn, you know, straight from your hand. He draws a card, he's got nothing. Keep in mind we have a negation. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys, interrupting a 7-win streak against Jirag. I guess we have some genetic skill, right? So the genetic skill thing is nice to farm characters and to get their other skill, or just to farm them while playing with a competitive deck, if you know what I mean. So I actually love this archive skill. So we have the monk with just one spell to begin with, so we just went straight away into the Shmita, and we're chilling not only because we have the Unveiling that comes back to our hand, but also because with the Patronus eventually we can just send the Shmita, the Witch Ribbit, to get another spell as the fodder to discard for the monster we summon with Shmita. So just look at it, right? So we have this, it's got the Elseworm again, that was pretty common. Now it was a new thing, you know. It's got the Castle with the additional normal summon, then it's got the Kirikeon, Shmita at this point to summon straight away the Hain, but we have nothing to discard, right? Wrong. Patronus to return the Shmita back to hand to get the creation. Hain the fact to pop the Kirikeon, but guess what? He's got the Chalice. So no pop. We're not stop his Xyz summon. So he's got the effect of Kirikeon to have 3 monsters on the field, 3 level 4s into Ouroboros that can actually send stuff to the graveyard. He's got the Hain actually back to hand, and that's still fine. He attacks the monk. We're still chilling at this point. Keep in mind that Patronus can also recycle the monks, because it just says one of your spellcasters is in the graveyard unbanished, and we love that. So monk to begin with, discarding the Holiday to get the Shmita, then Cerberus basically to pop the Ouroboros, popping the Hain, Shmita as a fact to send the Scroll, then Patronus to get the Holiday back. Guess what? Back, actually not back, but Holiday from the deck, so Holiday can get back the Hain, and at this point we have lethal, but wait, he's got the Crackdown to steal the Hain. Just a set card Patronus again to get another card, this time the Creation. Keep in mind we can just link someone to get the Crackdown away from the field. Not the best draw, right? But we can still use the effect of Patronus to get the Unveiling, so that the Verre in our hand is not a problem. So first we get the Shmita, normal summon because we can use that, then Unveiling to summon the Verre, and he just scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Fourth duel, my boys, we have Duke. To face, it still has to go first. We have the Pythora to begin with, getting out the Verre straight away. So we got the Pythora to draw a card, discarding the collaboration just because it comes back to our hand, as well as the Unveiling. Plus we have another card with Patronus, so we're kinda chilling. He's got the Marionette to begin with. Guess what? Verre just negates. Then a triple set, and in the end phase Patronus to get of course another spell card, the Scroll, because I am actually planning to pop that attacking, right? So we want to draw a card with scroll whenever we pop a monster. So we got the scroll to begin with, then the pottery, discarding the metal force fusion to get the Hain back. But he activates Dynamishkas, but with Dynamishkas, he can only target the Hain, he can't target the beret, right? So he went for the Hain, of course, Hain to pop the Marionector, but he's got the Ballista Squad, he was forced to use it, and because he had to chain, still he can't target the beret. That was wonderful, because Hain is still on the field, right? So very nice. We got the Patronus effect to get the spell card anyway, and then Metal Force Fusion to get an additional draw, double creation. One is used to summon Shemitah, and then Nightmare to get the Unveiling back at this point. Actually, I kept the Unveil. Actually, I do not have the normal summon, right? I already used that. So as soon as we attack, he's got the Vice, right? And that was smart from my point of view to keep the Unveiling. Now, he knows I have the Unveiling, so that was not the best idea. Dino Mishkas summoned back, but guess what? I used the Unveiling, but to summon the Shemitah because I wanted to attack and get a draw. Also because, you know what? During his turn, I can just use the effect of Shemitah to send the scroll back to the graveyard to summon another Witchcrafter monster. So getting a couple of stuff back, we're kinda chilling right now. He didn't even draw, he scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Interrupting an 11 win streak, and on our third win in a row, Eternal Bond, of course, one of the most hated deck currently. So it's us to go first, Shemitah to begin with, discarding the collaboration to summon the beret, then Shemitah to send the creation, so that in the end phase we basically have triple spell card, triple folder to discard, and we know beret is just the perfect monster to summon against Duel to negate the whole board before we enter the battle phase. It's got the Duel to begin with, it's going with the skill straight away into the Duel, the ultimate nightmare, so we have to face that. But he's not, of course, he knows what Beret does, so it's just looking for Aeneas, set 3 and ending the turn, of course. I've got another spell, I just started with the Pytore to summon the Hain, so my girl becomes untargetable. It's got the Crackdown. I chained the effect of Vayne, but it's got the warning point, so 2 cards wasted for 1 monster. We're chilling. Pytore to draw a card, discarding the Unveiling, but in the end phase, everything is coming back to my hand. Look at that. He knows I have at least 3 spell cards, right? But he cannot imagine I have 5 different spell cards in my hand. And look at what's happening now. So he's going straight away. Instead of the Super Poly, he's going with the Miracle Contact, attacking as soon as he attacked. I like the effect of Niels Kluger kicking in because I don't care about that, it's just 500, but in the damage calculation there is a fact. Reveal 5, 7800 defense to the face, instant lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. So guys, that was all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this Witchcrafter. A little bit in delay, guys, I know, but this is the time I had, and I know I have to try Hain with the other stuff. I'm gonna do it, just give me time. I have to test also the Bujin stuff. I didn't buy the bundles yet with the new Evil's Worm card and the Constellar card, just because I wanted to use the packs guaranteed by the bundles for the main here, for the new main box that is gonna drop in a couple of days. So again, guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to try to stream it, of course with the risk of not be able to and maybe losing the potential video, or if you wanted me to do the safe thing and just go straight away with the video, because I do not know what kind of connection I'm gonna have, where I'm gonna be in the next days. So let me know in the comment section down below. That was all for today's video. Let me know actually what you think about this deck, if you have the card, free to play. Of course, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.